This is amazing. Oh, yeah, I don't like that. All right, so if you're gonna spend any time in Seattle, then of course you wanna come down to the waterfront wharf area. As you can see, it's a very busy place. Kim and I found out today there's a Mariner MLB baseball game. There's a NHL hockey game. There's a monster truck show. And so you've got...
And it's not raining.
And it's not raining. So you've got thousands of people down here, of course, because this is just a cool place to come. If you want to do any shopping or restaurants, you can get on a boat, and this is where the ferry is, so you can get across to the islands. Just a really cool town. This is actually where the cruise ships drop you off. So if you're on a cruise, as you can see, they got an excursion going off here. So you can get on a ship. So just a really cool downtown. It's gotten so much better over the years. Just every single year, it just seems to get cleaner and cleaner, and so much to do. Hey, where's Waldo? There he is.
That's awesome. Every meal you make, every bite you take, I'll be watching you.
So this here is the big eye in the sky, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what they call it here, the Seattle wheel, I think. I'm about to look at it. Kim and I went on that a couple years ago. It's pretty cool, but if you're afraid of heights like I am, it's not your favorite, won't be your favorite thing to do.
It's cool though, because it's like half over the water. So when you're on the backside, coming down around like that, you got water underneath you. So it's not completely over land.
Oh yeah, so that way if you fall off, you just drown, no big deal.
You just swim. You don't splatter on the ground, you swim.
Hey, what's wrong? Why is your hair so windy?
You like that? It's a little windy here.
Hey, at least it ain't raining.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, babe. That's gonna be your new man. Kind of looks like me. Taller than me though.
Does look like you.
All right, so every time we come to Seattle, we always come to Ivar's. It's just been a place that we've enjoyed coming to. You can sit outside. Seagulls will come up, and they got the fire department ships and stuff right outside, so that's really cool. But today, since it's so windy, we're gonna go eat inside the restaurant. A little bit more expensive inside, but a nice restaurant nonetheless. I think it's been there since 1938. So Ivar's is kind of a staple up here. They actually have fast food restaurants throughout the state. We don't have them in Oregon, so anytime we come here, we always check out Ivar's. So just a quick walk up from the pier, you get to Post Alley, which is really cool. If you ever heard of the gum wall, that's here. And then to Pike's Place. So everything is really close by. All right, so here's the gum wall. You might get disgusted because it's literally a million pieces of already chewed gum. So just past the gum wall, now you're in Pike's Place. So all within a 5 to 10 minute walk. You definitely do not need a car, and we highly recommend you don't ever bring a car, because this is not a place to have a car.
Leave it at your hotel.
Leave it at your hotel and just walk or Uber.
And put on some good tennis shoes.
Yeah. So they've got security out here now because, like a lot of other cities, they got a lot of problem with theft and a lot of problem with homeless out here, as I'm sure you guys have seen on the news a million times. No different than Portland where we live. But now they got security, which hopefully will help with some of that. Ask me how I know about the theft piece of it though.
Hey, that's my name too.
So if you like flowers, definitely a place where you can find some flowers, some seafood. Got so much stuff in this market. COVID.
Some flowers and some. You want some COVID with
You want some flowers and some COVID? This is a perfect place for that. Okay, so you can start to see the line here that's lining up for the Starbucks. Like Kim says, you can get a free one, or you can get one with no line.
No,
this is something different.
This is different.
There's lines for everything.
This is pierogi.
All Now here's a Starbucks line.
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad.
No, this is the shortest I think I've ever seen it.
All right, so normally we would not do this, but this is the shortest we've ever seen it. It's probably only about 20 deep. We've seen it 200 deep before, so we figure we've done it once before, but it's been a while, so I wanted to try to get in there and see what it looks like. I don't even drink coffee, so that's the worst part for me. But
they have the plaque inside that talks about it being the very first one.
Thank you.
It's been many, many years, so we'll
Long
treat it as
time.
our first.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
So if you guys want to order anything today, you'll do it on this side over here.
Okay.
We currently have people ready to help you. So if you're ready, you'll
Okay.
just go up to them. If you want to look around first on that side with the crowd over there, you're welcome to do that. Just make sure you put all the items back on the wall when you're done looking, because they have them at the register brand new for you, okay?
Okay.
And then likewise, whenever you're ready to order, just make sure you return to this side. That way they know to help you.
Hey, Kim, over here. If anybody can find Kim, I'll give you $5. Hey.
That was much faster.
Was it
For
worth the
some
wait?
Yeah, for some reason, I got around like 10 people. Mine was ready, and there's still a whole bunch of people that were ordered before me that are still standing there.
Well, try it. Tell me if it's the best Starbucks coffee you've ever had.
I got a caramel macchiato.
Caramel macchiato, huh?
Caramely.
Nice.
I go, we go. When I
Okay, hold on,
stop,
Kim.
we stop. Sidewalk, stop. My line go. Here we go, here we go. Side by side and together. You're good, you're good, you're good. Let's go. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Let's go.
So no, that isn't a figment of your imagination. That is the angle. It's basically San Francisco's sister city, and it's got a lot of hills. And if you have a manual transmission, best of luck to you. But anyway, so this line here for this clam chowder is usually
Over here on the right.
about 50 folks long. Right now it's only about 10 or 15.
Here shows you here's the line right here. Here's where it usually continues, and we've
Yeah.
always seen people all the way down.
Pike Place chowder is what's called.
Probably we're just getting too close to game time and everything.
Oh, yeah,
There's-
true.
Everybody's heading to the venues.
Well, of course, if you want fresh seafood, this is your place.
Here's king salmon. Wait, you zoom in, you can see their little tiny teeth.
No, that's gross. I ain't doing that. Hey, don't park on the road without paying your fee. You get a ticket. Like we said, though, don't even bring your car down here. Don't be that tourist that brings your car down here, please. You will not be happy because there won't be anywhere for you to park unless you come down at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Hey everybody, look, that's cool. Yeah, so we're noticing, we were just here just a few months ago, and there's a lot more security down here now. And they just got areas blocked off where we know that the homeless and the drugs usually are. So you can feel a little bit safer being down here now than in the past. Like every corner seems to have security, so.
Right, and I mean alleyways that we've actually seen drug activity in the past. There's
Yeah.
now
We've actually
quote
seen
unquote information officers
people shooting up.
sitting at the end of the alley so that nobody goes down there.
It's kind of cool when you walk around though, a lot of different art things around.
Look at all the tulips underneath.
Keeps it interesting.
The Smith Tower was Seattle's first skyscraper, opened on July 4th, 1914. The 42-story Smith Tower was the tallest building outside of New York City and Seattle's tallest for nearly 50 years.
Another reason not to bring your car if you don't want to pay $90 to park. Good morning. So we are one night and gone. Yeah, overall, nice stay at the Courtyard Marriott here in Seattle. Just be aware, like anything else, we try to be pretty straight with our videos, and we don't always try to talk about all the positives. There's some homelessness here, there's some crime. Last time we were here, literally somebody just got murdered down the road. There was a shooting, so it legitimately happened. So just always be aware of your surroundings, and if you're out and about by yourself, try not to do that at night. Even in this area down here, it's a lot of homelessness down here. So, and you talk to any local, and they'll tell you there are some concerns. So just always be aware. See, we're not too far away. There's a Space Needle. There's our car. Space Needle, car. Kim.
Hello. Look up.
This is downtown Seattle, straight out here. As we come up to our right is going to be west facing, so that's going to be the Pacific Science Center right next to us with those big white arches, and then the Puget Sound and islands off of Seattle in the distance out there. Behind those islands is where the Pacific Ocean is. And then to our left is going to be east facing, then of course, that's all fresh water out there, that's Lake Union on that side, which I recently learned is an international airport, so seaplanes from Canada can actually land there and go through customs and all that stuff, just right there on Lake Union. And then today, you can just see the top of Mount Rainier, so it's just going to be like in the clouds. You can kind of just make it out. So it's a little bit to the right of downtown, way off into that cloud line. That's the summit at just around 14,500 feet. Hopefully the clouds will move and it'll come out a little bit more, but at least you can see some of it. And then from this top floor, we do one floor down the stairs, which will be the revolving glass floor when you guys are ready for that. So it's going to be down the stairs. And then when you're ready to exit, there's an exit elevator on both floors, so you can exit from both sides.
Yeah, I got him.
That is trippy.
So you can sit way
Oh,
back,
I'm
dude.
leaning.
No, sit back though.
I am. I mean,
All the way.
well, I don't want my phone to fall out.
Dude, that's scary.
Oh, that is trippy. That's putting a lot of faith in that plexiglass.
I'm afraid of heights too, but
That was really a weird sensation.
wanna
Now
hold
it's
it?
Jason's turn.
oh gosh.
See?
Oh. Yeah, I
How's
don't like
that?
that.
And you're right at the crack too. Pretty amazing experience to be able to go up in the Space Needle and see it. We got an absolute gorgeous day. Very lucky. It's usually cloudy here in Seattle or it's raining. So to have a day like this, it's just phenomenal to go up there and have that whole 360-degree view from 520 feet up. So I don't know where else you can do that. Oh, and also it said that revolving glass door is glass floor is the only one in the world. So something I didn't realize. But if you think about it, who else builds something like this and puts a revolving glass floor in it? So.
Look at those. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
So when you get that city pass, you got to go to each location, and each location has these kiosks. You can't print all your tickets at one. You've got to go to each kiosk, which is super easy
So we
to
can
use. But
we can
just
go
don't-
straight in right now.
Yeah, but just know that this is how you go to each kiosk and you set them up at that location. Very simple though.
The 15-foot Sea Life Tower takes inspiration from the sea and Puget Sound. The towers evolved from Chihuly's desire to present sculptures in spaces where ceiling structures could not withstand the weight of his chandeliers. The tower and vessels in this room include forms such as starfish, octopus, conch shells, sea anemones, urchins, and manta rays. The sea life drawings and sea life vessels are other ways in which Chihuly explores his love of the sea. Chihuly began the Persians series in 1986 while experimenting with new forms. Originally, he displayed Persians in pedestal compositions, often with smaller shapes nested in larger pieces. Later, working with an architectural framework, he mounts larger forms to walls and suspends them as overhead compositions. The first Persian ceiling was presented in his 1992 exhibition opening in the new downtown Seattle Art Museum. Lit from above and resting on a flat glass plane, the elements of the Persian ceiling come together to provide an immersive experience in color and shape.
This is amazing. This is unreal. What a cool exhibit.
After losing his sight in his left eye and dislocating his shoulder, Chihuly relinquished the gaffer position and began drawing as a way to communicate his vision and designs to his team. The drawings evolved beyond a communication tool to become an important part of his expression.
Yeah, this was pretty incredible and definitely worth whatever amount of money they want to charge you for it.
Yeah.
I think general admission's $30 maybe if you do it on its own. We'll have to check that out, but
Yeah, I think it was 37.
it's pretty
I
awesome.
think it's 37 for an adult.
So if just seeing the art's not enough, you can actually come outside and they have demos where they're actually blowing the glass so you can see how some of it's done. And then they got this chandelier walkway.
The glass house is the centerpiece of Chihuly Garden and Glass. Throughout his career, Chihuly dreamed of working on the design for a glass house and the artwork within it. This is the first opportunity he has had to realize that dream.
So like if all the other stuff wasn't enough, now you got an outdoor garden. We just got so lucky to have such a beautiful day. Yeah, it's just sensory overload. There's so much to see. Come outside of Chihuly glass and you got all this cool art and you can frame it up with a Space Needle, so that's awesome.
So leaving the Chihuly glass art place, it was absolutely phenomenal in there. I have so much more appreciation for it after having done that blown glass class a couple weeks ago at the Oregon coast. But I mean, anybody could appreciate it by going in there. I mean, it's just the amount of time, and they have a class that you can take or that you can watch and see how it's done. So definitely something I recommend.
So our third and final stop is the Pacific Science Center. Kim wanted me to see some butterflies. Those are huge.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at those guys. Those are insane. So you can get little guides that tell you all about the different butterflies. That's cool. Whoa, he just opened up his wings. That was cool. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Wow.
During each visit, you might see up to 500 adult butterflies of at least 10 different species. How many did you spot today? Is that real?
Yeah.
What is that? It says it's a moth. Oh my gosh, that thing is huge.
Oh my word. Here, put my hand next to it.
Wow, that's insane.
He's resting.
Yeah, I got a friend.
His leg. He's got a big one.
What are you doing there, buddy?
He's got one attached to his pants and it won't leave, so I don't know if you have a way to... you can get it. Okay. Oh.
Oh my gosh, not another one.
He's a big fan of you.
There he goes, thank you.
So they double check you before you walk out the door to make sure you don't have any butterflies on you. You have to do a spin, and then you come in this room, and there's this massive mirror so you can do your own spin, just to make sure you don't take any with you. But now, are you glad I brought you here so you could see the butterflies?
Yeah, butterflies are awesome.
That's-
Even I had myself a little friend for about 5 minutes, and everybody wanted to come look at it and get a good show out of it. So that was cool. That was fun. All right, so that was the Pacific Science Center here in Seattle. No different than probably any science center that you have in your town, except for that butterfly exhibit, which was really pretty cool. So if you want to do that, probably something really fun for kids, especially if the weather's not great, which a lot of times in Seattle is the case. Give it a shot. Definitely not quite as cool as going up that Space Needle and or the glass, blown glass museum, but still pretty fun for a couple hours if you're trying to find something to do. So unfortunately, no time to take the monorail this time around. We did do another video on Seattle that you can check out where we did take the monorail. We just wanted to show it and show that you can take it from here, which is where all of the Science Center and the museum and the Space Needle are, and then you can take it down into downtown.
Right, where the convention center is
Yeah.
and the Westfield shopping mall.
Yep, a lot
all
of
the
shopping and
stores.
stuff.
So that concludes our time here in Seattle. Just a quick 24-hour trip. I came up yesterday, got to see the Mariners, got a win. That was awesome. Always love to come up for Mariner wins, especially when you have great weather like this. We got super lucky this weekend. But we spent a little bit of time, as you saw, in the Glass Museum. We went to the Pacific Science Center. So using that pass, that city pass, the three exhibit city pass, that's the way to go. Save a good amount of money by doing it. You get to pick which exhibits you want to see. So it's a great option when you come here to the city.